When a government collapses, the first things to burn aren't buildings, they are documents. Without paper trails, a nation's history evaporates overnight. Behind the red sandstone walls of the National Archives seen here, official history is cataloged and preserved. But in 1962, a group of academics realized those records were vulnerable. They launched Project Ashok, a secret parallel repository to house truths that institutions couldn't or wouldn't keep. A paradox sat at the center of this project. The founders who built the archive to save history ended up falsifying their own membership records. A secret archive creates a singular point of control. Those in charge can selectively curate public memory, deciding which events survive into the next decade and which are quietly removed. Half a century later, this trail resurfaces among the trams and dense layered streets of Kolkata. Investigators looking into the first oath found a mathematical flaw. Clues point to 9 founders, that official history records only 8. The 9th man disappeared from every ledger. His career was methodically erased, leaving a complete void. Discovering a founder whose life was systematically deleted changes the nature of the investigation. It suggests the archive functions less like a library and more like a mechanism for editing the past. This discrepancy exposes a multi-generational shadow war fought in the margins of society. One side, led by the founder Ashok, called themselves the Protectors. They believed that raw, unfiltered truth is too destabilizing for the public and must be hoarded to maintain order. Arindam, the missing 9th man, led the Liberators. He argued that no secret committee has the moral authority to gatekeep a nation's memory. The conflict grew so dangerous that Arindam faked his own death. He spent 50 years as a ghost, hiding in quiet corners of the city like this one. Whether truth is hoarded or released, the stakes are identical. The archive has become a philosophical time bomb. Today, that bomb is ticking inside a decaying colonial house. As Arindam finally speaks, a set of footsteps begins a slow, deliberate climb up the stairs. These men belong to the 4th Circle, the judges. They are older and far more secretive than the factions fighting over the files. They believe history shouldn't be protected or freed. They believe it must be edited to serve the immediate needs of the state. They operate as reality surgeons. When a historical fact becomes inconvenient, they cut it out and splice the remaining timeline back together until the edit is invisible. While the protectors hide the past, the judges erase the parts that don't fit. If they succeed, objective history ceases to exist, replaced by a narrative that changes whenever the state requires it. Trapped in the upstairs room, Arindam reveals 3 sealed wooden boxes, the final physical legacy of Project Ashok. The 3rd box contains a Level 0 addendum, personal research files regarding Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The documents are dated August 18, 1946. This proves the conspiracy was born during the ruins and debris of the independence movement, long before the modern nation was even born. The archive does more than store data. It manages the foundational myths of the nation, controlling the stories that define the country's identity. With the original witnesses dead or compromised, the young investigators in this room are the only heirs left in this war. Arindam offers them the 3rd oath. It is not a promise to keep secrets or tell the truth. It is the decision of whether this archive should continue to exist or be burned to the ground. As the 4th Circle reaches the door, the question remains, who has the moral authority to decide which parts of a nation's shadow history are worth saving? History is not a static record. It is an active war zone. True freedom is the power to choose which truths survive when the editors of reality arrive to claim them.